Okay, after you've made your 3/4 inch cube, you're going to put the fillet on it that we have, and we're going to do a 1/16 of an inch fillet. So you're going to go up and select your fillet tool. It's up in the top here under modify, and in our radius we'll specify that as 0.0125 because that's 1/16 of an inch. And now we have to select our edges. We're going to go around and select all the edges. I can even find the invisible edges. Make sure you select all of them. You've got it all selected. Click apply. Then you can click cancel, and we have our block that we're going to make all of our assemblies out of. Go ahead and save this. So use your naming convention, your teacher's or your last name, P cube with cube capitalized, and then IED. And then click save. I know. Okay, after you have your one cube assembled, you're going to need to start a new file, and we're going to create an assembly. And in this assembly, we're going to click place. We're going to find that piece that we just made. So Devlin P cube, cube capitalized IED, click open. We're going to place it. So you click place, or click to place as many of these as you need. So if you need 5 or if you need 6, you click that. And then you can right click and go to OK. And now we're going to assemble these. So we assemble using the constrain tools, which are up here. When you click on constrain, you've got a bunch of options. These are all different options that we'll cover later, but right now we're just going to use mate. And we have 2 options in mate. We have an actual mate where it goes face to face, and then we have a flush, which looks like the picture. So we're going to use a combination of these to put them together. So first I'll use mate. I'm going to click on one face, rotate, click on another face, and it locks it in. Always have to click apply. Now if I click cancel and look at this, it just has that face and it's always locked in, and you can move it in all different directions as long as these 2 faces are lined up on the same plane. I'm going to go back into constraint, and I'm going to use my flush constraint. I'm going to click on the top, click apply, and click apply. Everything needs 3 constraints. Now if I click cancel, this will all move together. Now we don't want them to all move together, or our view is going to keep changing. So what you can do is click on our first cube, right click on it, and select grounded, and now it won't move. And so we can continue this process now. We'll always start with a mate, tell it what face we want it to stick to, click apply, flush, apply, and I can just keep working through this. Make sure you click apply. And we can just keep going. This is a pretty repetitive process. Let's see, when I do that, that's because I didn't click apply. So I went to choose mate, and now it's moving it. So I can go here, I click apply, 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 and we've got our last shape. And something that can happen, you might get an error that says, that relationship is not possible. And so if you go down, you can, in your browser, you can highlight the different shapes, and if you expand them, we have the mates and flushes here, so you can just delete it. Like if you're having a problem with the shape, I would say just select all your constraints and delete them, and then our shape will move again and we can start over. Remember, we need 3. Okay, so now our shape is done. We're going to choose the best front view for this. Alright, now we want to put a color on this, so I'm going to select the whole shape, go up here to adjust, and I get my color wheel, and I can choose whatever shape I want, click the check mark, and now it'll stay that color. We want to choose our best front view based on our rules, the longest dimension, least hidden lines, most information. So I think this view back here is going to be the best. I'll use my look at tool. I want to rotate it because I always want my longest dimension at the bottom. Right click, set current view as front. Click on the top corner, set current view as home, whichever one you want. And then I can save this. So I'm going to save this as your last name _ p cube assembly 1, and then as you go through you'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then IED. Click save, and later on we'll talk about how to assemble these into our actual puzzle pieces. And this keeps happening with mine. That's the end of this video.